And we're back with the Rocky series. We're going to tackle the 2006 movie called Rocky Balboa. Now, this one brings this series full circle because this is some of the best storytelling in a Rocky series since the first one. And the first two were great storytelling. Three, four, and five were more about, the iconic Rocky and his defenses and great storytelling still, but this is pure storytelling 101. We open up with a somber beginning, finding out that Adrian has passed away, and like it's a gut shot right away. Like I'm already getting emotional just thinking about it. Like this is how invested people get in the Rocky series. It's like you're almost friends with the characters. So like when one passes, it hits you hard. Like when Mickey died, it hit you hard. When Apollo died, it hit you hard. But this one, because this started out as a love story. We talked about that in the first video. A lot of people think Rocky is a boxing movie. It's a love story. And that love story comes to like a gut punch when you start Rocky Balboa, finding out that Adrian has passed. Um, so now you have Rocky, who basically can't get past the fact that Adrian's no longer there. He opens up an Italian restaurant and calls it Adrian's. Every year he does like it's like a tour of like all the places that he remembers Adrian. It hits you in the feels. It really does. And Rocky's lonely now. Like and Paulie, Paulie's slowly getting to that point where he's starting to retire, and you know, it's like the only time he really sees Paulie now is for this anniversary. So Rocky needs something, and we get the story of his son, who's in big business now, is almost ashamed to be around him too because Rocky casts a big shadow. So when Rocky's around, it feels like in Robert's mind that Robert doesn't exist because everything's Rocky. Um, and we come to this part where how technology simulates these possible like the greatest of all times, and uh what if this fighter got to fight this fighter, and there's a fictional fight that happens between the current champion Mason Dixon against what if he could ever fight the greatest of all time, Rocky. And it gets people's minds thinking because Rocky, he needs something. He wants to fight again. He just wants to fight small time, and just to feel alive, to feel like there's something more to life than just being an Italian restaurant owner. He misses that fire. He misses that passion of lacing up the gloves one more time. And so Rocky wants to apply to fight again. But along the way, he meets an old friend of his at a bar who remembers Rocky from the first movie. You might remember her, little Maria, who Rocky tried to give good advice to about not hanging out with hoodlums, and she says, "Screw you, creepo." And it's the Maria's role is played by Geraldine Hughes, who's a great actress in her own right. And the son Robert is Milo. I'm probably gonna butcher this name, Ventimiglia. So it's a great cast. I'm going off track a little bit, but so we have these characters coming back into Rocky's life to kind of like fill that void, and also even his first opponent, what's his name, Spider Rico. Spider Rico is it's actually the same actor who played Spider Rico, which was cool. Um, So like Rocky's missing this, like he starts getting a connection to Maria again, and people when I watch people do reaction videos, they like Maria's too young for him. Rocky's not looking for another love. There's never going to be another Adrian in Rocky's mind. There's never going to be another woman that he wants emotionally and physically. He's just lonely. He needs companionship, and he wants to help Maria, who's now a mother, a single mother, and help her get like the things in life that she wants. And um, so this fictional fight comes on, and it shows if Mason Dixon ended up fighting Rocky Balboa, Rocky would knock him out. So it piques people's interest. Like, now that Rocky's applying to fight again, could we ever really make this happen? And so the representation of Mason gives a proposal to Rocky, like, hey, just a first class exhibition fight. That video game thing piqued people's interest, and I think we can make a buck on this, and we'll do this for charity. And so um, all in all, like, it piques Rocky's interest, and he wants to fight again. And he has this monologue with his son Robert, and Robert basically like is blaming Rocky for always like overshadowing like Robert in life. And Rocky gives this monologue that Adrian would be proud of, because Adrian was always the monologue king. Once Adrian opened up and stopped being shy, Adrian hit some monologue bombs, in her time. And this one is a bomb from hell, basically telling Robert about, stop blaming life for everything and blah 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 blah. And if you've seen the movie, you know what I'm talking about. Some truth bombs thrown by Rocky, and so Robert finally gets the understanding that what Rocky was trying to tell him, and wants to start spending some more time with his pops, even if he thinks his pops is crazy, to get back in the ring again at the age he is. And this movie is so in the feels, like, especially with the moments of you see in flashbacks of Adrian. It hits you right here in the gut. I love this movie. I think it's superbly acted. I mean, I think this might be Stallone, one of Stallone's crowning achievements. I can't say enough great praise about Rocky Balboa. We get to see Paulie. We get to see uh, Tony Burton, Apollo's manager, one more time. I mean, it's this series, this whole Rocky series from 1 through 6. You can't go wrong. This is pure popcorn entertainment. If you want to binge watch something, binge watch 1 through 6. And the continuity of the storytelling is great. Like, you feel like it's just one giant movie, a movie of Rocky's life. And it's a great joyride to be along with it. So we get a great fight between Mason Dixon, played by Antonio Tabra, by the way, a professional boxer. And the choreography in the fight sequence is so much more realistic than any of the Rockies before it. All the Rockies before, I kept hearing people saying, Rocky, why are you blocking? Rocky, why are you blocking? Rocky, why are you blocking? This one has blocks, it has misses, it has tension, it has passion, it has feeling. And we get to enjoy that one last hurrah of Rocky's boxing career, because nothing lasts forever. And I can't tell you how this comes up, but man, if you haven't seen Rocky Balboa yet, but you're a fan of the Rocky series, sit down and watch this. I'm giving this a 5 stars. And we're gonna talk about maybe doing the Creed movies because it's a continuation of Rocky. Well, if I'm gonna do the Creed movies, it'll be soon because Rocky, the character Rocky Balboa is in Creed 1 and Creed 2. And then of course there's Creed 3, and I believe they're making a Creed 4. So um, we'll talk about doing the Creed series. But until next time, my name is Rob, and if you are feeling yourself getting down and out, and you can't go that extra mile, I want you to turn on the original song, "Getting Strong Now." I think it's called "Flying High" now, and you'll get inspired to go that one more round.